Good night, everyone. Welcome to my live stream. Today, I'm going to talk about the $100 million money models review by Alex Hormozi. I watched it yesterday and I picked up some interesting gems from Alex Hormozi. Like, I pulled out my book, ready to take notes, and I only took one note. And it was like within like the first 5 minutes. And after that, I didn't take any more. His stream, he said it's going to be a 90-minute presentation. This guy went for 10 hours yesterday. 10 hours. And to make it even better, he did an encore the next day. When he did that, you better delete that picture and not post that. I seen that. And I got my niece here. I'm trying to, spit some game to her and teach her about this stuff. But talking to you guys, there might be one, maybe two people that watch this, but doesn't matter anyways. I'm starting somewhere, and one thing he gave all of us on that stream was hope. Anything that you put your mind to, you can do it. He broke a Guinness Book World Record yesterday. He smashed the amount of money he made in a single day live stream. Like him and Mr. Beast, like those are like my two favorite people online when it comes to just pushing the envelope. Like he broke the record for the most book sales in a day, and he did that. And the top five people were all politicians. And him being just an entrepreneur, he was able to crush that yesterday. And he did it through having a system. He set it up from beginning to end. I think he had this system planned out from 2 years ago when he did his first virtual webinar. But the one note that I took was he said I have 1,700 slides, and the way it was, you can tell he practiced because every slide it was just a click, speak, and it was just bam, 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 just hitting you, right? And everything was just so genuinely well put together. Like from the beginning, when they started all the way to the end, like he had the guy that goes, "Let's get ready to rumble," announce him, like it was crazy. And I think those he's already hit a million views from replays and people watching the live stream. Like he just went on and on and on. Like, sorry, I fell asleep a couple times. Like I'm like that narcoleptic guy. Just once 12 o'clock hits, I have to take that quick nap. But it was just very. I just liked everything that he did. Like I was watching it with like a fine tooth comb. It's like, what is this guy doing that I'm not doing, or what is it that people can pick up from this? And the first thing was the slides, 1,700 slides. Like everything that he wanted to say was on the slide. So it's no stumbling, no fumbling. Everything was right there, and he demonstrated or he told you what you would get, so you don't have to think about it. It's like, okay, what am I going to get if I buy this book? And he made it relatively cheap. First, he got everybody to sign up for free, and then he gave you the ability to upgrade to VIP. And upgrading to VIP was only a book, $30, $30 to upgrade to VIP. And I think what he gave to VIP, he still gave to regular people, but that's whatever. And he actually one thing that he did say was, I always show proof over promise. $100 million offers. He showed the proof of him doing it. $100 million leads. Showed the proof of how he did it. $100 million money models. He did the exact same thing. And I really think he was trying to hit $100 million in sales. He hit 3,030,000, I believe, and he's just shy about 300,000, which is I think he's gonna do that maybe in the next day or two. But he's gonna hit $100 million in book sales, and he sold 3 million copies in less than 48 hours. Like to me, that's astronomical. Like I've never heard of something like that, but it just gave me the belief. It's like this guy came from humble beginnings, didn't have nothing, and just excelled his way up. Lessons that I learned. It's funny because I didn't write notes, but I just remember all these things. Like it's like give value first and then take after. And he just continuously was pouring value into people. Like, and when I mean pouring value, over the years, all the videos that he does, the podcast, making his books relatively cheap for everybody to afford, his school community, the school games, like just always giving people value. And I think he was playing the long game because he said, this is me over like the last 13 years. One thing that I got not so much from him, but Gary Vee, document your process. Like just document everything that you do, because when you document everything, like that's literally your blueprint that you can turn on and sell later. Also, when he was doing that live stream, you have to credit this guy, Jason Fladlin, because this guy is the man of webinars. And when Alex went on for like 2 3 hours, I noticed, I was like, that's Jason Fladlin right there, because Jason said I stayed on a live stream for like 9 hours and I just kept selling, selling, and selling. Like you don't come, like when the stove is hot, you don't take the pot off. You just keep going and going. And it's not to say that you go like just to be like greedy or anything, but sometimes people just need a bit more time with you to know what it is that the value that you're delivering to them. So webinars is like the go-to source of just like speaking to many people, and the book's called One to Many. Like you can go around to the community, speak to this person, that person, knock door to door, but I'll take you forever to do it. Why not just get everybody in one room and just speak once? You do volume, you do value. You don't exchange your time for money, you exchange value for money. And that's exactly what Alex did yesterday. Like you couldn't pay him enough money for him to come and mentor you, because he knows how valuable his time is. You need to stop thinking about time relative to how much money you can earn. It's how much value do I have, and what is my time really worth? Another thing that I learned is relationships and having a mentor. Like you can't be afraid to pay for education. You can't be afraid to continue to learn. Like he literally gave, from when he started all the way up to where he is now, he kept paying people. And it's not just paying people just for the sake of it, but to learn something, sticking to it, mastering it, and then moving on from it. Once you master it, it's like get the one skill, figure it out, get the next skill, figure it out, and you just keep adding to your tool belt. So for those that like are doubting using getting mentorship, buying books, courses, if it makes sense, you have to really stick with it and build with it. Like don't give up just because like something is hard. It's supposed to be hard, because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, and that's how you grow. When something is hard, you're growing. Remember that when something is hard, you're growing. Like I watched my son tie his shoes today, and he was getting so frustrated. But I was like, yeah, it's going to be hard because you never tied your shoes before. If you keep practicing, eventually you're going to get better at it. So you have to keep going and going until you actually get better at it. Steph Curry wasn't immaculate shooter when he first started hitting threes. He sucked, but he had to keep practicing and practicing. He practiced so much he can shoot the ball and turn away and know that it's going in, because he's practiced that shot 1,000 times. And that is a lesson that I learned from Alex. You keep doing something until you get better at it. Like the more you do something, the more data you have. The more data you have, the better you can analyze what's going on and how to tweak it and make it better. And that's one thing that he does over and over. It's like the goal is not to hit the goal, it's the repetitions to achieve that goal. I was even thinking today, people say, "Oh, I don't have time to read. It's too much." Blah blah blah. Like this book, I finished this book. How did I finish this book? I didn't look at it as a whole book and be like, "Oh, this book's thick. It's gonna take too long." What I did is I said, "I'm gonna just read 10 pages, and if I read 10 pages every day, and I divide that by the amount of pages, it would take me 33 days to finish that book. 33 days isn't a long time, but you procrastinating is 10 times longer because you never get the opportunity to actually finish that book." So that is something that really stuck out for me with Alex. It's like the f- the rate of learning. The faster you can learn something, the faster things can change for you. And learning is the ability to be in like the same environment but change your behavior. If you never change your behavior and you're continuously doing the same thing over and over again, you didn't learn. It's the moment that something is not right and you say, okay, it's not working, and you change the behavior, and now you execute. That's learning. And through his life, he just kept learning and learning stuff. It's like he took a piece here, put it there. Took a piece here, put it there. And he put everything together. A good book that talks about something like that is called Steal Like an Artist. You put these little pieces together and you mishmash it to make your own thing. And he literally said, I'm gonna prove to you guys, like, my thing, right? I'm gonna sell you something. Like he didn't sugarcoat it and like tried like what most people do. Oh yeah, this is free, blah blah. And it's like no, I'm gonna sell you something, which is fine because the value that he was giving, like he demonstrated how much it was worth before saying, "Here's what I'm gonna sell to you," and it's like everything he does is with intention. Like he's helping people for free, but when you help people for free, you get information. And when you get that information, you can take that information and create something. He created an AI tool. He created almost like a step-by-step manual you can't mess up. Like you want to start business, here's the blueprint to do so. Here's how you advertise. Here's how you make money. Here's step by step on what you need to do. Here's everything that I did for my live stream that you can implement too. Results are not guaranteed, but if you follow that blueprint, you are going to see something. Not like his results, but you're going to see some type of results. It may not work today, but if it doesn't work today, you keep going and keep trying. That's how you get better. Like business is the one, I call it a sport. It's the one sport you don't have to be talented at. You just have to continuously do it over and over again. Like sometimes there's days that suck. And you're like, man, I don't want to do this. Like, oh, why am I doing this right now? There's days that I feel like that too, but I keep doing it. Like, for example, push-ups. I started this journey of doing 100 push-ups a day with another group, with a group of people, um, for 100 days, and I'm at day 78 right now. So I'm less than 30 days away from hitting 10,000 push-ups. If tell someone do 10,000 push-ups, they'll look at you and be like, "Yo, that's crazy talk. Like I'm not doing that. I can't do that." When I had that community, and those people just keep pushing me or that them saying like yeah I'm doing it is like oh I don't want to be that odd one out, and that whole community aspect is so key. Alex talks about in his journey when he started running gyms, somebody when he paid for a mastermind and he was all around all these gym owners and they're like okay what is it that you want to do. He's like oh I want to open like a 10,000 square foot gym. They're like no that's too much space, do 5,000. He's like oh I want to run it for 299. No that's too expensive, do it at this price. And it's like oh, and what he said he left with, he's like I got like maybe 200 and they saved me $250,000 of mistakes that I didn't have to make, and that like you'll be forever grateful for. It's like what is it that you're trying to do that you just continuously make the mistake that you're not willing to pay somebody to get the shortcut for. Like people always think like oh this person's scamming me, they're doing this, why they charge me for that. At the end of the day they're giving you information that will save you money later and save you money on a bigger scale of things. Like could you imagine having to make $250,000 worth of mistakes? Like why would you want to do that if someone can say hey don't do this, you could do that. So that is something that I really liked. Just hearing from that live stream yesterday, and just witnessing him hit a million book sales in like less than a day, and then him hitting 3 million today in less than 48 hours. So that was very magical just to see something like that happen in like real time, and his premium offer, like it was just so genius the way he did it. He said, I'm going to give you all these things for free if you just purchase two. It's like you got two for the price of one. You can buy my books, buy 200 of my books. I will give you all this stuff for free to help you out. You're buying no, and then he said, I'll also do a live stream implementation, and then you also get his AI tool with all the stuff embedded, all the books embedded in there. To me, that was a steal of a deal. It was $6,000, and if you want to do more, I think it's like $18,000, which is a top tier premium offer. So with those two alone, like, and I think he said there's only 25,000 of those, which is amazing because 25,000 of that, if he sells 25,000 of those packages, let's call it 6,000, 25,000. That's $150 million right there. That is insane. $150 million based off of $25,000. But it's like you're able to get those books and then give them away to people because he said he wants to hit every entrepreneur in America, which is a big, bold goal. And he talked about people that set big, bold goals are the ones that like see the fruits of their labor, right? Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, uh, Rockefeller. Those guys bet big on themselves, and because they bet big on themselves, they got astronomical returns. Like Elon Musk almost went bankrupt twice, I believe they said, but he kept going, putting that money in, and because he kept putting that money in, he was seeing bigger and bigger returns every time, and he kept betting on himself to now he became the richest man in the world. So now with Alex, sorry, I gotta. Ugh. Ah, with him doing that, it's he said, I'm gonna bet on myself and keep going. The more you bet on yourself and the longer you you delay gratification, bigger things happen. One thing that I noticed with delayed gratification, like I have this issue, like social media got me wrecked, right? Like I'm always checking to see how much likes I got, if anybody commented, like trying to think, and just really try to help people out with what I'm doing and what's it called? Like it's not easy, right? But like you're just trying to help people and just respond to them as fast as possible. And it's not easy, but when you do these things, instead of me checking, I noticed something. I didn't check something for like the whole day. And when I look back, because like when I check like every hour, it's like one like, two likes here. But when you delay how long you look, when you look, you're like, oh, there's a few people that liked it, like, maybe 30, 40 likes or something. And it's like, maybe if I challenge myself not to look at it, what it would look like, how many people would have responded to it, right? It's almost like watching food in the microwave. Like you're just staring at it and you're like, how come it's not bubbling? Or even the water boiling. It takes forever, right? Those are just little things. It's when you're just staring at those things, it takes forever. But when you're not looking at that and focusing on something else, amazing things happen. And another thing that I learned from Alex is to learn to be patient. And what that means is figuring out what to do in the meantime. Like with building wealth, like I'm here trying to help people build wealth, right? And one thing that I notice about people, they never have time for anything. No, they never have time. Yeah, they never have time for anything. And I said it so good earlier, and I don't remember. People don't have time for anything and never have time, or so they don't have time. So they have time for nothing. Yeah, people never. I think that makes sense. I'm gonna go check that out. But it's like you never have time for anything, so you don't have. So you have time for nothing. And like this little thing that I was doing, it's I reached out to people and said, "Hey, can you give me like a 20, 30-second clip?" And they said, "Okay, sure." They had enough time to message me, but they didn't make the clip right then and there. Then they would say, "Oh, I don't have a lot of time. I'm busy doing this, that, and the fourth." If you have enough time to message someone, do that. Why not just take the time to make those things, right? Why not take the little sacrifice and say, "Okay, let me do this." Like one thing that Alex talked about was when Layla came into his life and she said, I think he said he doesn't have time for something. She's like, okay, let's look at your calendar. And then boom, she found a block of like unused time. And I did that as well with one of my mentees. Like he had all this unused time. He's like, I don't have time. I was like, okay, let's go over your schedule. And when we went over his schedule, we found like 9 extra hours. Do you know what somebody with a rich person could do at 9 extra hours in a day? Like sometimes we overlook the little things in life and not really show that we're appreciative of what we have and grateful. And when we're not grateful and humble, these things can disappear in a blink of an eye, right? So, yeah, that's pretty much my review of the live stream yesterday. There wasn't nothing of substance where it's like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. Like, I just want to give you my opinion on what I thought about it. I did purchase a book, probably be here in like 2 weeks. I didn't get the $200 or the 200 book package. I really wanted to because um, it's something that I think people should have. Um, it was 6,000, but in Canadian that's like $9,000. Um, he also gave payment plans available for people, so you could do like 24 months or something like that. And he said he hit so many points that you could do with your book. He's like, you can give it away to people, you can use it as a lead magnet, you can give it to your team to train people, whatever it may be, whatever you want to do with the books, that's totally up to you. And for me, I would love to just put that in the hands of so many young people and be like, hey, here's a book to use. Just study this book and just take off, right? So that was one thing that I really admire about the pod or the live stream yesterday and everything that just took place. So my name is Dean, the Wealth Coach, your go-to guy for building wealth. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share this with a friend, and I'll catch you on the next live stream.